This week we got some great additions to the card to make it feel a little bit more Forbidden Door, but it took us a while to get here.
They have, like, to use a pun, they have taken the hinges off of the Forbidden Door. It doesn't exist anymore. That literally one of the biggest names they could add is Takeshita, who is an AEW talent who hopefully wins the G1. And then they'll say, well, that's a New Japan guy.
Yeah.
Like to help justify this. I think that one, either they need to scrap it, two, make it something else, or just not do it anywhere in the vicinity of G1, obviously, because it's really affected things. The card's good. Like, the card's going to be really, really good, but this is not a Forbidden Door card.
Yeah.
I mean, barely.
Do you think that the concept just doesn't work anymore just because, like, we see so many cross-promotional shows now?
Yeah, I think that is a big part of it. Obviously, if, like, MJF and Mystico were on that, I get it, but that's AEW being like, here you go to one of their actual partners. Here's a major, major match that you're going to do. But also, I mean, AEW's got to maintain this relationship because, I mean, they're just picking off New Japan left and right because they're offering honest to God money, like really, really good money for this talent. But now that there's dual contracts, which is something I thought that ROH and New Japan would have done in like 2018 had AEW not come along.
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't think that it hits the same way. It doesn't quite do the same thing. And I would be okay with them just continuing to do the January 5th thing that they did earlier this year. That, I would be fine with that. Do that in Japan and give them something big. Yeah.
I think they should at least just move it around. Like, maybe not have it at this date. But yeah, we got some new developments. We got the Fatal 4-Way for the TBS title that they've now added Persephone to it. We've got the Zack Sabre match that's been announced. They're going to have a 4-way to decide who's going to be his opponent. I think we're all crossing our fingers and hoping it's Nigel, because if it's not, why are we doing this?
It's going to be.
It makes a ton of sense to do it there.
Yeah. Is there anything else I'm missing that was added this week?
Takahashi. I was like, I know
that's right. Hiromu. Yeah, Hiromu's going to be challenging for the TNT title. Yeah, that's a big match as well. And that was one of those weird ones for me because I kept thinking, all right, well, the junior heavyweights aren't in the G1. Why aren't you using any of them as a part of this build? Like, what's going on?
And yeah, I'm glad that they added that one because that's a really solid match. And also, sort of like the casual New Japan viewer that watches AEW knows who Hiromu Takahashi is as well. So you can roll with that and they're gonna know. I keep forgetting this show is gonna be on at like 1 PM in the States. Like, I'm so excited about that. But they've done better in the last couple of weeks, but you can tell that they're like, how can we get Tanahashi on this show and just not make it a complete shit show? And they're like, let's do a big ass cage match. Let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, then they're like, oh, by the way, here's 2 guys that haven't been on our show in like a month or 2. And Kota Ibushi is like, huh? What? I'm doing what? And Gabe Kidd, who's been out, is just on the graphic. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, then. They broke like 6 stories with the graphic.
Yeah, a bunch of guys that are supposed to be injured are just appeared.
I was going to say, this is going to be the most Ben Gay smelling cage match you've ever seen. Everybody's going to need to be rubbed down before and after. I'm nervous for their well-being. And like that point that I saw earlier this week, this isn't like Blood and Guts where there's 2 cages and 2 rings and a big cage. This is 1 ring. 10 guys and a cage, like spacing. How is this going to work? Lights out.
You know how it's going to work. Tanahashi's going to do a high fly flow onto a group of people. And then I'm going to report on Wednesday that 7 people aren't cleared for Dynamite. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Dude, cage matches. After every cage match I think AEW's ever had, there's been like, oh, those people are out for the next blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I understand like the idea of doing it because you don't bump as much in a cage match, and when you do, it's like some smoke and mirrors type of stuff.
Right.
And you've got like 5 people in this. Like Omega was taking time off. Ibushi's always taking time off. Kid's supposed to be hurt. Osprey's hurt. Tanahashi's hurt. And I'm like, well, I mean, Tanahashi just living is hurt. But I'm just like, I see why they're doing it. I understand. I just hope that everybody ends up okay.
Yeah, it should be a good match. When I saw the match graphic, I was like, "Oh, this is nuts!" But
yeah,
could be fun. With like the amount of talent in it, should be a lot of fun. Gabe Kidd immediately got caught in some crossfire this week. Immediately, some shots got thrown his way. Shingo Takagi was like, "Wait a minute, what's he doing over there? I thought he was injured. He couldn't come to Korakuen Hall and help us promote some shows and sell some tickets. He couldn't come over here and defend his title. What's he doing?"
I wasn't mad at
and
Shingo for doing it.
I can only imagine what Gabe's initial response to Shingo saying that was, because I'm sure it was lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get that at some point. I'm sure we'll get some responses to Takeshita making it this far in the G1 as well. But yeah, Shingo saying all that, and then Desperado on Twitter co-signing it. Very funny stuff.
And a lot of New Japan fans were co-signing it too. The perception of Gabe Kidd the beginning of this year and where he is now with the New Japan fans is so different.